Hello, hello. Welcome
Hi.
to Sort of Good Acting Agency.
Pleasure to be here.
Take a seat.
Okay, here are my papers.
Oh, thank you. So, Madeline Langle, is it?
Yes.
And you come to suggest a movie for us about your life?
About my life, yes.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, I was born on November 29th, 1918. I was born on November 29, 1918, to my parents, Madeline Barnett and Charles Camp. My full name was Madeline Langle Camp. I was named after my grandmother. And my dad came back from World War I shortly after I was born. I wrote my first short story at the age of 5. So when I was in the 5th grade, I won a poetry contest. But my teacher accused me of plagiarizing, and I had another one that called me stupid, so I had to go to a lot of schools in New York. I won a poetry contest. Plagiarist.
Why are you so stupid?
During the winter of 1930, my family moved to Switzerland, where I attended Schattler boarding school. Then when I was 14, my grandmother became ill, so we moved back to Florida, and I attended Ashley Hall boarding school in South Carolina. My father died, but I graduated from Ashley Hall boarding school, and then I attended Smith College. Upon my graduation from Smith College, I began my career on Broadway as an actress. I also wrote my first novel, The Small Rain, which was published in 1945. While acting on Broadway, I met my husband. We got married in 1946. Okay. Yes. I had a girl. And a boy.
Boy.
And then we adopted a 7-year-old girl, too.
Girl.
I have written many other books and plays and poems, but my most famous work is A Wrinkle in Time, which is about Meg and her 5-year-old brother, Charles Wallace. They're on a quest to find their father, who is battling evil on another planet. They must use time travel to get to him, and in the end, Meg must overcome all her fears and use love to save her family. That's basically my life.
Well, we could all say that you have a pretty interesting life, Madeline. So, after listening to you talk and looking over your papers, I think that we can make a serious consideration for your movie.
I hope I get to see it in my lifetime.
We hope so too, Madeline. We hope so too.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Sort of Good Acting Agency.
It's good to be here.
Yes.
You're my
Let me
papers.
see those. Okay, so, Maya Angelou?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so how old are you?
I'm currently 73 years old.
Oh my.
Yes.
Okay, so we're looking at a movie about your life?
Yes, that's correct, yes.
Okay, so what have you done in your life? Tell me a little bit.
Well, it all started back on April 4th, 1928. In April 4th, 1928, I was born as Marguerite Annie Johnson in St. Louis, Missouri. My parents were Bailey Johnson and Vivian Baxter Johnson, and I also had a brother, Bailey Jr., and in 1931, my parents divorced at the age of 30. So they sent my brother and I to go live with my grandmother, Annie Henderson, and Uncle Willie down in Stamps, Arkansas. So we arrived in Stamps, Arkansas at the age of 3, and I met up with my grandmother and Uncle Willie, and we stayed there for about 4 years.
How you doing, Grandma? I haven't seen you forever.
Hello, kitty. Wow, how you doing? Of all the What are you learning? She was a strict woman. So as I lived in Stamps, Arkansas, I was exposed to lots of things, and one of those things was racism. I mean, it was everywhere. It's just, you're not white. Ew. Police. See what I mean? So when I was around 8, and after I lived in Stamps, Arkansas, for about 5 years, my father unexpectedly came to visit me and my brother Bailey, and then he took us to St. Louis to live with my mother Vivian and her current boyfriend, Mr. Freeman. So when I was in St. Louis at the age of 8, I was raped by my mother's boyfriend.
Do I have to do this?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it.
I have to rape you?
Yeah.
I can't do this.
It's just acting. Just go with it.
Hold on a sec.
Okay.
Ow! Ow!
Oh. So my teacher, Belinda Flowers, helped me become unmute, and then I moved with my mother and brother to San Francisco, where I went to high school until 1944 to become San Francisco's first African-American cable car conductor. Then I enrolled in high school again at Mission High School, and then I was offered a scholarship to San Francisco Labor School to study dance, music, and drama. But then I graduated Mission High School, and I was pregnant with my first son, Guy, at the age of 16.
Guy!
Good job, honey. Good. And then I went to San Francisco Labor School. So in my lifetime, I've had 3 marriages so far, and my first one was to Tosh Angelos, and I married him in 1949.
I'm a sailor, a Greek sailor.
And our marriage ended in 1952. Now my second marriage was to Wisum Zimake, and I married him in 1963. Hey,
I'm a South African civil rights activist.
and our marriage ended in 1963. And together we moved to Europe and Egypt, where I wrote various newspapers. Now my final, and probably my most happiest marriage, was to Paul Fu, and that started in 1973 in California.
I'm a Welsh cartoonist and writer.
And that ended in 1980. You can go now.
Oh, okay.
So in 1954, I started to tour Europe in my first opera! And I released my first album called Calypso Heatwave in 1957. Buy it on iTunes. And I also started to write my first book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, in 1970 with the help of my friend James Baldwin. And that was basically my autobiography of the first 17 years of my life living in Stamps, St. Louis, and all them pretty places. So after my first book gained popularity, I published 5 more autobiographies. I did a screenplay, Georgia, Georgia, 1972. I wrote lots of volumes of verses, and I also recited my poem, On the Pulse of Morning, at Bill Clinton's inauguration in 1993. Go America. And I also received the highest civilian honor, the Medal of Freedom.
Ooh,
yeah. From Barack Obama in February 15th, 2011. Thanks, Barack.
And that was my life story.
wow. Pretty interesting life.
Yes, it is. It will continue to be.
Well, by looking at these papers here and what you just described to me, I think we're going to take serious consideration in your movie.
Well, I'm glad. That makes me very happy.
The story of my life, I'll take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm in time. It's frozen.
Sing it.
Never mind, I'm a cold hard ground. Oh!
Oh. Hi, Maya Angelou.
Hello?
So, how old are you?
I'm about, oh shit.
agency.
Welcome. Come on, fly now. Okay.
What happened? Yeah.
So in my lifetime, I've had three marriages so far. Oh God. So in 1954, I started to tour Europe in an opera. Oh frick! Eventful.
I hope I live to see this movie.
Wait, that came too early. We're supposed to wait till later.
Yeah.
How is it going?
It's pretty good. I think it